Good morning, 9 o'clock on Monday morning, October 9th, 2023. And get me a audio check confirmation here. This is Windows Daily Helpline number 305, where myself and the chat room stand by to answer your questions that come to me by email or as a question on any of my videos, a comment on any of my videos, or a question asked in the chat room. I was, excuse me, I was sitting here at my desk. Yes, I said sitting. You see me now standing. About 2 minutes before showtime, just reading through some emails and stuff, realized, oh my gosh, the show's about to start. So to raise the desk up, make some adjustments, get some things going. Starting with an email that came to me from a client. So I'm not going to show you the email itself, but I'm going to show you the attachment. And they're asking me, they got this invoice and they're asking me to confirm that they need to pay it. So here's the invoice from Norton by Symantec. Invoice, subscription activated. Got a phone number to call, October 6, 2023. Your Norton LifeLock Premium subscription for unlimited devices has been activated. You can now use Norton LifeLock Premium to protect your devices from online threats. It also includes identity protection, and with its advanced security features, you can be sure your devices and personal information are safe. It is now available for use on up to, that's a new word in the English language, up to 5 devices. The amount may take some time to appear in your account once it's been deducted. Thank you very much. Now, hang on a second before I finish that last sentence. You can point out something else. I'm holding down the mouse button trying to highlight this across these letters. Can't do that because this is not a PDF text file. It came as a PDF attachment, but it's actually a photo image. So that's why any scanners looking for a scam from your Gmail account or from your email provider cannot catch this because it's a photo. The last sentence is comical. Thank you very much for your sincere appreciation. Thank you very much that you sincerely appreciate us. I like that one. Norton LifeLock, 3 years, $482. This should come up as a scary thing for people, right? That's what they're counting on. They're trying to trigger you to call the phone number. Most of the people watching this channel already know about these things. I just keep bringing it back to you to remind you because your normal people that you interact with in your life are going to be getting things like this, and you should bring up the subject once in a while with them because they easily can fall for something like this if they haven't become trained that this is a thing that happens. Here's an email from Tim Sal in regards to the laptop we were talking about. Let's see, 2 Saturdays ago, he showed us pictures of it. And I think last Saturday he wasn't present. And he says we are in no hurry to fix that laptop, have parts and everything for it, got data from the hard drive, and moved it to a temporary drive. So he just gave us a little update because we had discussed it on Saturday, wondering what's going on with that. It was on my list of topics. Speaking of my list of topics, let's see, for Saturday, because there was some other confusion about topics on Saturday. So I'm going to go figure out how I'm going to do better with that. And I've got to get to that. Let's see, let's do that over here. I did have this prepped to show to you, but then took it off of screen for some reason. Some other Doug made me do that. Yeah, the topics for last Saturday's show, I had Tim Sal broken laptop hinge update. So he wasn't here. He wasn't expected to be here, but also Josh Kinder was not expected to be here on Saturday. So Josh, relax. He sent me an email apologizing for not being here. And then on Ken Stout's show last night, he was sounded like he thought Josh was supposed to be there. I need to come up with a better wording for this because I just included on there saying I wanted to get an update because the prior Saturday we had adjusted Josh Kinder's backup so that instead of doing full backups every Monday, it would do a full backup on the first Monday of the month and then differential backups 3 times a week. And I wanted to see if that was working out as he had desired for it to work out. So, Josh, did not expect you to be here. Then where do I want to go next? That is all of the emails I have. I'll go to channel comments and then go to the chat room. Let's see. Actually, let me look on something else first, see if I had any. Anything's pinned for today. Find the right place where I do that. Nope, don't have anything, any favorites marked for today. In the chat, in the comments, channel comments from Oystein. Came in 2 days ago. Desktop OK is the program that saves desktop icon positions on the Mike Tech Show 880. Check out the video. You can also find the link under 880 Show. On Saturday, we actually installed Desktop OK on Baby Beast. This email, I think, or this comment came in, I think, prior to that. I don't quite remember. Oh, no, I think what it was is I had misquoted the Mike Tech Show in as far as what episode that Mike had actually put that into his show comments, and it was the show prior to the one that I had quoted for that link. So thank you for that, Oystein, because it was useful for me to be corrected that yes, Mike did have that in his show notes. And then Peter Dobson said, sorry, I had a medical emergency I had to deal with, so I'll respond to our live conversation earlier here. Hang on a moment. I think we had conversation with Peter during Saturday's show that we started the conversation with him and then he didn't respond at some point. So he's saying that he had some medical emergency. I hope everybody's okay, Peter. Best wishes to whatever was going on there. As you suggested, third-party applications. Oh, yes, I remember. That's when he was having problem, I think, accessing something on an external drive. And he says he used a third-party program. I was asking, what gave you the idea to do that? And apparently I did, that I had suggested third-party applications. I went that route, and partition managers seem to me the most likely software to have a solution for a problem with a hard drive check disk issue. I guess it is a combination of reasoning it out, and maybe going just a little outside the box in my thinking. That's a good thing. I like thinking outside of the box. Then it was just navigating through partition managers to see which had a robust collection of utilities related to hard drives. Eventually, I stumbled on a feature that worked in fixing the inability to check disk the external hard drive. That's what the problem was. Maybe there was a bit of luck involved in it, along with some simple troubleshooting logic. Very good. Well done, Peter. Thank you for that detail, filling us in on that detail. And then this person, thank you so much for answering my question yesterday. All is good now. So that was a question that I answered for him on Friday, and I think that was on comments on another video. So let's do thumbs up and heart for each of these. You get a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. And then let's go look at chat. Here's the old chat room. Ye old chat room, where everybody knows your name. John Williams, good morning, everyone. The phone number here referring to the Jenny song in the trailer. Larry Wood, hello to everyone. Alice, hello. Larry, I recognize your name. Larry, you need to be blue. Standard moderator, save. I don't know why I recognize your name, but I do. Rick Lakes, Greg M., happy Thanksgiving to any Canucks here. That would be a Canadian identity, right? Of some sort. Selden Ball with a weather report. Martin Hogg from Scotland. Speedy C. Sigh. Fake invoices from Greg. Lawn Dog agreeing with that. I have had to steer my mom away from emails like that, says Rick Lakes. Yes, indeed. Nick Poverman, I got a senior citizen GPS. Not only does it tell me how to get where I'm going, it tells me why I went there in the first place. Very good. Jim to Nick, my GPS has learned to say your other left. Nick says, I was in a marching band and my band director used to say that to use when we were marching. I was in marching band and my band director used to say that to use when we were, I don't know, us. Used to say that to us when we were marching. Your other left, yes. I've heard that a lot from flight instructors. I used to run recurrent training for flight instructors, and they would frequently tell us the stories about when they're out with a pilot renewing his pilot certificate, and the instructor would tell him to make a 90-degree left turn, and the pilot turns right. Has to do with slow brain, fast brain thinking, or when your mind is trying to be sure you're covering all of these really important things, you miss the simple little things. Hello to everyone, and I use that same thought process when dealing with highly educated people that miss very, very basic, simple things that I think they do know. Austin Grace, hello to you as well. Alice, everyone gets a car. Yeah, Oprah. Right? That was Oprah, right? Yeah. Nick Poverman, Cowboys in the Old, it was a VW Bug, I think. Cowboys in the Old West used to hang lanterns. And for those who don't know, she gave a VW Bug to everybody in the audience. I think it was on her final show. Nick Poverman, Cowboys in the Old West used to hang lanterns on their saddles at night to help them find their way. This was an early form of satellite navigation. I was following that for that, Nick. I thought you were really telling us something from history. Hello, Tim Cruz. Jim, does that make him Oprah Betts or Doug Winfrey? Okay, everyone got that. Cultural reference. How about that? Doug giving a cultural reference. You know what? I think I'm out of topics. Carrie Holzman has a members-only show today, or should have, since it's a Monday. Go see if, well, let's see. Let me go check over here to see if Ken Stout, I almost called him Tim Stout. That still is sticking. To see if Ken Stout has a show. He does not. Not showing on any page, so not a live, not a premiere, nothing. Nada. Blowing in the wind. Well, I don't know why I said that. And I totally forgot where I was going. Oh, yeah, I was going to see over here if there's anything else that I can do a redirect to. Let's see. So we've got Dennis at 2 p.m. today. I think he does a 2 p.m. premiere every day, which is he's doing live streams on Twitch. I'm pretty sure that the premiere he's doing every day is his recording of the Twitch live stream on to YouTube. And then Tim has a show at 9:30 on the 19th, on September 19th. So if you stick around until September 19th, 2023 occurs again, I'm not sure when the calendar wraps around. If we get up to like the year 9,999, does it then revert back to year one? And then you can wait 2023 years to get back to September 19th, 2023. I'm not sure when the year, how many digits do we have available? You know, it used to be we only had years available up to what, 1999, and we couldn't handle 2000. So let's go do a redirect to Dennis's premiere. What was that other one? Was that? Oh, that was my live show tomorrow. Now that'd be a self-promotion, right? For me to redirect to my Fortnite show tomorrow. Is that allowed? Would I get in trouble with YouTube for doing that? Tim's editing a new video. Daniel Emberley, the word right can cause a lot of confusion. Direction versus confirmation. Did a lot of car rallying many years ago. Yeah, so the instructor says, let's see, how would it be? He says turn left, and the student says right. The instructor says no, left. The student says right. The instructor says left. The student starts turning to the left and says right. I'm doing it. Right. I agree. Concur. I think I said that all right. Yes, the premieres are from Twitch, airing around 10 to 20 days after the Twitch Live. Oh, that's interesting. So it's not this morning's live show. It says, thanks for the redirect. You're welcome. Alice, I keep seeing on YouTube Windows 12 is coming. Any thoughts of this being next year? No. And you're seeing people that just want to get views. They put out a video that says Windows 12, and people that are curious go look at it, but there's no substance behind that. Zero substance behind it. There's nothing announced by Microsoft. Nothing is, I mean, even when they claim insider information, don't believe it. They're just trying to get views. Who's on first? No, what? Who's on second? Right. No, who is not on first? Who's on second? I keep telling you that. Larry, thanks for turning me blue. You're welcome. Ken Stout comedy, question mark. Tim Sal, I thought you said take a wrong turn, not a right turn. I took a wrong turn, right? I turned right. That's wrong. Only 23H2 would be coming out according to my sources. Yeah, that would be announced, but that is not Windows 12 23H2. That's Windows 10 23H2 and or Windows 11 23H2, probably both of them. I don't know is on third base. That is correct. And who is on, it's time, let's see, what base is, it's time to end the show. I'm going to end the show early. Is that center field? End the show early, center field, maybe. Dennis, 10 and 11 is coming out with 23H2. Alice says, no, don't end the show. What is a Doug to talk about when he runs out of topics? Oh, what topics? How about this? Here's a way to do it. What topic should Doug talk about on his PC Helpline YouTube show? And we should ask ChatGPT that and compare it. Douglas Talks. It's a Christian video series meant to help parents and teachers explain biblical truths to their kids. No, I'm not going down that road. There's another one. Team Talk. Custom Care YouTube. Your browser can't play this video. Learn more out of this world. Transform 30. Doug's story. Doug Farrar. Chatting about my content creator advice. Recorded on 10/23. Doug is a sentient bell pepper who was hired by the FBI to crack gaming challenges and also talk about things. That's a 4.5 hour long show. What is that? Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Did I? Oh, I need to right click on the title of the show. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Chatting about my content creator advice. Doug. And you guys think I have too many Dougs around here. That's the name of his channel. Doug. Doug is a sentient bell pepper who was hired by the FBI to crack gaming challenges and also talk about things with food. Watch Doug Live. More Doug, D-U-G. Sub-a-Doug. Watch more Doug. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to check this one out. And honest love. Whoops, no, that's somebody else's show. What is this Doug all about. Let's see. Click on his icon. Does he do live streams? It's got a live stream from 2 years ago. Waluigi, Dancing Radio. Waluigi. I think you can buy that character at Walmart. Isn't that why it's called Waluigi? And then videos here. Doug plays videos on demand. Bingo, supercut. I tried speedrun putt-putt. Making a famous programming problem. Creating art and then auctioning it to my viewers. Lies of P, but Twitch chat tries to catch me lying. All right. Well, I got to go check out that channel. Alice, I had messages on Firefox today when I updated my browser tips for older devices. Not sure what this means. My PC is older now. I had message on Firefox today when I updated my browser tips for older devices. Not sure this means my PC is older now. Trying to comprehend this. I had message on Firefox today, okay, the browser, when I updated my browser tips for older devices. I think I'm missing the meaning of that. Oh, I got to get that Chat GPT for that search term, right? Then I'll go do the rest of those. Let's see, come in here and paste that last thing. What topic should... The choice of topics for Doug's PC Helpline YouTube show should be based on his target audience interests and needs. Here are some potential topics: operating system tips and tricks, software recommendations, hardware reviews, cybersecurity, online troubleshooting, PC problems, gaming and graphics, data, home, PC, guest interviews. That's a way to speed read. Just read the first word: emerging viewers. Emerging viewers. Won't be a Win 10 23H2, Win 11 only. Oh, that makes no more feature updates. Right. No more feature updates, which are the half-year updates. Now, I thought Windows 11 was just going to be once a year feature updates. I wasn't sure about 10, actually. Thanks for that. Yes, Wintermute clarified that for us. And, of course, that makes sense. Jim, when Paul's Hardware starts recommending Firefox and uBlock Origin, you know YouTube ads are out of control. Too much, Doug. Larry Wood, Microsoft update keys. Microsoft update keys for Windows 7, 8, 8.1 will not update Windows 10 no more. Yes, we are. We have been down that hole, and we've had one of our community members, I don't remember who it was, if you want to identify yourself, that tested it, tried using a Windows 7 in order to install a fresh Windows 10. It did not work. I think that was an install, might have been an update, I'm not sure. Alice found something funny. We need a new version of Dig Dug, the video game with your image on it, Doug. Okay, that'd be fun. Selden to Jim, I was tempted to comment on Paul's post mentioning that YouTube seems to be intending to block these ad blockers, but didn't. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out very well. Paul's Hardware recommending Firefox uBlock Origin. You know, YouTube ads are out of control. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they're stating my PC is older, so I need a new one. So she got a message on her Firefox browser when she updated the browser. Now, this browser tips confused me a little bit. Updated the browser or updated browser tips? Update my browser for older tips for older devices. See, I'm a little confused with the wording there. Not sure this means, so when you, let's see, what operating system were you on, Alice? My PC is older, not the operating system, older devices. So it sounds like the impression that Alice had was that it was complaining about the computer, not the operating system. Yeah, maybe if you see that again, take a photo of it and send it to me at this address. I'm sure you know that address, or can easily enough find it. Microsoft, stop that. Stop that. Stop that, Microsoft. Londog, that was me. Londog verified it the other day. Windows 7 license key will not work anymore on a Windows 10 upgrade for free. So I'm thinking, was that a installed Windows 7? No, an installed Windows. Um, what are you doing? You were trying to install Windows 10 on top of an older operating system, or were you trying to do a fresh install? That's what I'd like to know, Lawn Dog. Was that a fresh install Windows 10 that you're trying to use a Windows 7 license key, or was it a Windows 7 or Windows 8 computer you are trying to upgrade in place to Windows 10 using the Windows 7 license key? Tomorrow's Patch Tuesday. Yes, thank you for that reminder, Martin. I have reminders that are supposed to remind me to remind you guys that tomorrow is Patch Tuesday. So if you get people calling saying there's any problem with their computer, first thing, check bottom right corner, look, see if there's a red or yellow dot, orange dot, whatever color you want to call it. And if so, restart the computer to finish installing updates, because I've seen all kinds of symptoms happen on when there's an update waiting to install. They don't make sense at all. Why would a pending update cause that symptom? Oh, that reminds me of a client story to tell you. Alice was using Windows 10 when she got that message on Firefox about older equipment. Yeah, browser tips for older devices. Yeah, and I'm really curious about the precise wording of that. I think you're giving us a paraphrase there. Then I did a fresh install of Windows 10. Let's see, it was Lawn Dog that did that test. Doug, it is a Windows 7 machine which I took the hard drive out of after getting the product key from the machine, and the product key Microsoft product sticker were the same. Then I did a fresh install Windows 10. I went to the excavation. And entered in that key. Microsoft took about 2 to 3 minutes and came back and said, nope. That also might be a paraphrase. Maybe. Just saying. Maybe nope is a paraphrase. Fresh install Windows 10. Went to the excavation and entered that key. Microsoft took 2 or 3 minutes, came back and said, then I tried some different keys. None of them worked. They were all Windows 7 different flavors. So I used Kerry Holzman's discount. Just purchase cost me $16.04. Works just fine. Sometimes, Doug, if you ever pulled the license key on some Microsoft products, you can get different keys from the one that is on the OEM sticker. That's been my experience. Typically the manufacturers don't actually use the key that they put on the sticker. They use a key that allows them to install over and over and clone or whatever. But yeah, I have seen that. The license that's actually recorded on the hard drive is not what shows up on the sticker, but if you need to reinstall from scratch, you'll need to use the license on the sticker. That's been my experience versus the one you retrieve from the machine. Doesn't happen too often, but I run into it. Yeah, it's always, I'm pretty sure, it's always different unless somebody has already done a fresh install and used the license key that was on the sticker, making everyone to buy new Windows 10 keys. Thank you, Doug, for explaining about Microsoft license keys. I thought I was going to get a challenge. Oh, he thought I was going to use them as a pin cushion again. Okay, so Doug, what was the client story that you're going to tell us all about? I had a client who, oh yeah, I remember what it was. In fact, it was just before the Friday show. I almost canceled the Friday show. It was like 15, 20 minutes before the show. No, it was more like 30 minutes because I was asking myself, can I drive over there and come back with that laptop that won't turn on? She called me with a laptop that won't turn on. And she said, I've already had person 1 and person 2, which are other staff members, come over that she felt were a little more knowledgeable and confident. They came over and looked at her and tried to help get her computer started. They could not get it started. They pressed the button on the power strip, and so they're cutting off power, turn it back on. This is a laptop. They could not get it. I'm desperate. I need my computer today, Doug. I said, okay, here's what I want you to do. Hold down the power button until I count to 15. Hold down the power button on the computer, because I've learned that. Another occasion when I said to hold down the physical power button, they used the power strip. Hold down the physical power button on the computer while I count to 15. 1, 2, 3, etc., all the way up to 15. You know the numbers between. I don't have to pronounce them for you. And then to get to the end, so I let go of the power button. And then a couple seconds later, I said, go ahead and press the power button. And let's wait a few seconds. Does anything seem to be happening? She says, yes, it's starting. Oh my gosh. So they got a time. I entered a time slip later. The cell phone call actually registered 2 minutes. I charged them 3 minutes. So it's going to show up on their invoice that I fixed the computer, would not start, and they're getting charged 3 minutes. Doug, why do you do that? Such a small dollar amount. Why even bother putting the time slip in? The reason is because when they see another invoice that's got 3 hours of time charges to fix something that sounds like it shouldn't have been so severe, if they ever question, and they never do, if they ever question me, I can go back and point out things like this. Look, I rescued this person. You guys had 3 of you involved. I fixed it in a 3-minute phone call. I didn't charge you a minimum 15 minutes like some service facilities would. I didn't charge you a minimum 1 hour, which some service facilities would. I didn't insist on coming over before doing things over the phone that might solve the problem, which some service providers would do. So I'm showing honest, what's the word? Ethical there, charges there. So when I do charge them a lot of money for something that, did that really need to take that long? Yes. Then they know that they can trust me. All right. I haven't looked back at the, I guess I am in the chat room. Yeah, no, nothing else there. That's the email address if you want to send a question that I can respond to during a Windows Daily Show at the same time every day through weekdays. On Saturdays, it's a few hours later, and it's 2 hours long on Saturday. Or you can leave a comment on any of my videos, or you can ask a question in the chat room. That's it. Have a good day, everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye.